Now that you're here with me, I want to keep you free to do the things that you want to do. The joy in life is loving you. But now the day has come to let you know where I'm coming from. Yeah, the best of my years will go to you. It's the only thing that I can do. But these things don't come overnight. Loving you, baby, and I think I'm right. Let me say before I forget, loving you, baby, is where it's at. Yeah, no, baby, look what you done for me. No, baby, you set my heart free. Yeah. Oh, what a feeling. Yeah, a feeling. Yeah. Sometimes I want to leave, and then I say it wouldn't make sense now anyway. But forgive me, baby, if I do wrong. I haven't been a true man for so long. But let me say before I forget, loving you, baby, is where it's at. Yeah. What you done for me? Ah, baby, you set my heart beat. Yeah. The bed in the water, everything that you order, you've been very good for me, and I got to say it. Ah, baby, look what you done for me. Ah, yeah, you set my heart beat. Yeah. Oh, no better. Done for me. Feeling that's true. Look what you done for me. Baby, you set my heart beat.
All right. Hey, yeah, we got good sound right off the bat.
Yeah.
So that was some Al Green. Hand me that record real quick.
Yeah, 1 second. The actual record or
The cover. You can put it up. I'm kind of scared to play anymore because it's not his major hits. It's these B-sides that he gets all weird about.
Really? That was a B-side, so
Oh.
we're probably gonna see some.
That was off of "I'm Still in Love with You" Al Green album.
Personally, my favorite.
Like I really didn't need it because I already just bought that greatest hits that had all of his good shit on there. But
Pretty much, but there's a couple
there's
in
still
there that are
there's still
like.
some good ones on here. I usually like to take the price off, but I've noticed that some of these covers are old and they get damaged.
Easier to
But
just
this
keep
was
them
an
on.
original print from 1972. So, yeah, good stuff. Al Green. By the way, this is Vinyl Vednesday on a Thirsty Thursday. We've, I don't know, just hadn't felt like doing it. Been going through a lot of shit.
We were sick 1 week, and then we were recovering the next week, and now we're here.
And I think I said last week or the week before when we actually did a show, I'm not on a mission to complete my Al Green discography because I think we counted like 27 or 28.
Yeah, he has a
studio
huge
records.
number.
But yeah, if I ever run across them and it's an album that I don't already have, I'll definitely check it out.
I mean, it's kind of the same as
If
like
it's a decent price for sure.
me and Bill Withers. I don't really vibe with anything after his first or second album, but his first and second album are genuinely just fucking great.
Dude, that's so weird. It's like the cover was glued on. Isn't that weird? See what I mean?
Yeah, there's a fold in it.
The cover itself is like just a
Now I'm kind of wondering how much
paper. That's weird.
his label paid to get these made.
That is weird how that worked out. Anyway, so yeah, that's the first album I wanted to show off. What was the song we just played?
That was Look What You've Done For Me.
Oh, Look What You've Done For Me. All right. So anyway, I think Bubba's got a couple albums he wants to show off, and then I'll get into more of mine.
Maybe just a little bit to talk about, but it's more so for the people that know them. If you don't know this band, I kind of wouldn't suggest starting with them unless you're ready for the experience, because it's like a psychedelic Australian rock band. Starting out, this is like their first 3 EPs in a row released into a single full LP. And it goes pretty fucking hard. It goes like a...
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Kind of plays like punk rockish, a little bit psychedelic, but the second album is... The one I'm about to show you is the one that I've been listening to for a long fucking time, and I genuinely fell in love with the album.
Looks like a Marvel comic.
Yeah, I love the artwork on that one.
You want to talk about this one?
Yeah. So that's Nonagon Infinity, which was made for the purpose of, like, you could play this front to back to front in any way, shape, or form, and all the songs will tie into each other. You could practically non-stop play this album, and it would never get...
So basically, you could just put this album on and put it on shuffle, and each song just leads into another. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter whether you played front to back or
shuffled
them up
or anything.
Played it the way it was recorded.
And it, yeah, a lot of the songs kind of have the same key or the same like basic rhythm, but it's kind of the point. It's a really great album, and
yeah, it's definitely a particular noise.
Yeah, you have to either know King Gizzard and already like them, or try to find a song that fits your vibe, because they're so personalized with everything.
You want to play one of their songs?
Yeah. Let's see
all right.
What we got here.
Want to check out a King Gizzard, the Lizard Wizard?
We're gonna do Evil Death Roll.
Evil Death Roll. Hey, what's up, you lurkers in the chat? I hope y'all are doing good. We've been dealing with some congestion and I don't know. Jackie says long COVID, some sort of flu, sinus infection, fucking pretty much everything, all in a row. We're just now coming out of that. And we also lost a family member. Oh, check out that disc.
The disc is genuinely insane. Sorry to overshadow the death of our family member.
That is a very cool disc.
It's worth the buy if you like the tone, you like their band. But I've played this band for a lot of people, and I always get a 50-50 reaction. Some people love it on first listen, and some people can't figure out how to process the tone, because it's very different. Okay.
What was the song again?
Evil Death Roll, if I got it right.
Evil Death Roll. And we'll be right back.
missed a beat, I only missed a beat.
This is not Evil Death Roll, just so y'all know.
All right. So that was Mr. Beat. My son actually said it's his least favorite song on the album.
It is. Yeah, I chose. I thought I counted right, but I didn't. And to be fair, if you ended up liking what you heard there, you're going to fucking love the rest of the album. But that one in particular, I find myself skipping just because of the repetitive chorus. They usually have something a bit more to their bridges and choruses. I think that one was just their take at a repetitive song, or a more repetitive song.
So anyway, that was King Gizzard.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
And the Lizard Wizard.
With Nonagon Infinity.
Here's a more familiar album and group. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Bayou Country. I Can't remember what I paid for this or which location I bought it from. Seems like I got this from our main dude close by, actually. But it has Born on the Bayou, and it also has Proud Mary, which I don't know if I put out Proud Mary yet. Yeah, I think I did. I put out Keep Chugolin already, and I definitely put out Born on the Bayou. I want to check out this Graveyard Train. It's going to be song number 3 on side 1. So yeah, I've not been disappointed with any of the Creedence Clearwater Revival albums that I bought.
No, they're a very homestay band. Like,
Yeah, they're a very likable band.
You know their tone. You know what I mean? Everyone in the room will know their tone, or at least remember it.
So anyway, so yeah, this is what was it?
Proud Mary?
No, number 3 on side A, Country something.
Number 3, Graveyard Train.
Graveyard Train. All right, and we'll be right back.
On the highway, 30 people lost their lives. On the highway, 30 people lost their lives. Well, I had some ways to holler, and my road it took it right. In the moonlight, see that greyhound rolling on. In the moonlight, see that greyhound rolling on. Flying through the crossroads, rose it ran into the hound. For the graveyard, the 30 boxes made of bone. For the graveyard, 30 boxes made of bone. Oh, Mr. Undertaker, take his coffin from my home. Cause I'm number 31.
All right, that was Credence. Credence Clearwater Revival. Like I said, I bought several of their albums. I'm not sure how many studio albums they have. I'm sure they got quite a bit. But I will entertain an album from them if I see it for a decent price. So anyway, that leads me to this next part. Oh shit. Here we are. Here's a fumble for the week. I thought it was going to be good because it says, "Do you want to get funky with me?" And everybody knows that if it's funky, it's the type of music I'm really trying to get in with. There's a guy called Peter Brown. We actually is from 1977, and there's actually a nipple on there. You can see the nipple.
And it's a rare copy because it has the nipple. The other fucking
It's a
ones
super
don't.
rare copy because we couldn't find it on Discogs at all. And it's not good. It's not
No.
good. There wasn't a single good song on here. There were a couple that were
Commercialized
okay,
funky, yeah.
but I don't know if we could place why it was bad. But we're just going to go ahead and play a selection and let you guys
Well-
see for yourselves. But this is a fantasy love affair. Do you want to get funky with me? Okay, the album is called Fantasy Love Affair. And on the front it says, "Do you want to get funky with me?" So yeah, this is a Peter Brown. I couldn't even find him as an artist.
Man's got buried.
I tried to look him up, and there was a ton of different Peter Browns, so I'm not sure who it was, but he was good enough, or at least promoted himself well enough that somebody thought that he deserved to be pressed into a vinyl.
Yeah.
So, and this is actually in really great condition. It's a trifold. I said that. Yeah, it's a trifold. Gatefold or trifold, I think that's what they call those. So that's money, that's extra money
Just-
for packaging and shit. I would say at some point this guy was pretty popular.
To have an album like this, yeah. I would think he was probably the in between of funk, where it wasn't like just beginning and it also wasn't fully formed yet.
Drive Records, I've never heard of them. So anyway, so yeah, this is basically a one of a kind, and I'm not a fan.
Well,
but,
not to mention,
but what label? It says Drive. The record number itself says Drive, DRIVE, and then the number 104. So like I said, and when
Let me
we
see
looked
the
it up,
disc.
we couldn't find that particular album or that cover for sure. It had a different cover. So
yeah, the record label is just Drive, and their thing is a road with Drive on the top of it. But we're kind of looking for
DR104 on the disc.
Yeah,
Maybe that
Well,
would have pulled it up more specifically.
maybe we could probably look for
Because on the
that.
outside it says Drive 104, and then on the disc it actually says DR 104.
Okay.
But this isn't a promotional copy.
No. It just didn't. It doesn't seem mass produced at all.
Distributed by TK Productions Incorporated, and it's based out of Florida.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, we'll check out one of the songs. You can just pick whatever.
Make your own decisions for yourself. But
We did record this, and I may or may not be dropping a couple of these songs on my channel just for shits and giggles. But I'm just being honest. I'm not a particular fan of this particular album. All right. So, hey, DJ, play nice. I appreciate your contributions and shit. And let's see.
When we look for funk, we're more looking for that grungy.
Hialeah, Haile, Florida. Haley, Florida, maybe. Hialeah. Haley.
Hiale or Hiale? Hiale.
Something like that.
It's
Yeah.
definitely Hiale.
So anyway, yeah, go throw that on, and we'll be back.
Oh, what? Which one are we doing?
I didn't care. Just do the number 2. Do you want to get funky with me? That's probably
Okay,
going to
yeah,
be the
we'll do the
best bet for a decent song.
It's probably the most like commercial.
Oh, he found the wiki. Right on. Right on.
The record label went bankrupt in '81.
Okay. Yeah, so this was
Holy
this is
shit.
from 77. So
Hey, thanks for that information.
yeah, here, take this. I appreciate that, bro. We'll be right back.
kind of be a saw there. Saw lead. It's a really odd sound.
It's got the potential to be good.
They didn't add like the right effect. There's
And the girls making sexual sounds is kind of awful.
it's awkward more than anything. It's trying really hard to be like sexy funk, but it's not hitting those fucking emotions, I guess. Porn
I
funk.
think it needs a funkier bass. I think that's all they need.
Yeah, dude.
The entire album just really needs a funkier
Well,
bass.
that's why we like grungy funk, is because it's all based around
They
that
should have
fucking
hired Larry Graham to come
crazy
in and
bass
play the
line.
bass for him. That would have run this album. Then they could have added whatever the fuck they wanted. All right. So yeah, I would say that's probably the most listenable song on the album.
Yeah, it
It did kind of pull me
Okay.
in there at the end. I have to admit.
I feel like it's kind of self-aware. I feel like he knows that he's just being funny at like a certain point.
So yeah, there was that. Bring the storm. All right. So hang on, let me read this comment from DJ Play Nice. Stop the insanity. One track is more than enough. Best to say they tried and keep on moving. Dude, yeah, there's a couple of really
just horrible
horribly bad songs on that album. I did record it, so I've got it. I'll put one out here and there just as a joke, or just to, break up the monotony, I guess, right?
We're kind of thinking about an idea of like the worst album of the month. Just something to do with it.
Because I've got a stack. I've got a short,
That just
small stack
suck.
of albums that I do not want. I'm
Suck
prepared
by
to-
our standards.
I'm
of
prepared
course.
to get rid of a stack of albums at any given time. I've got a stack right over here of just shit that I plan on never listening to again. All right, so here's another copy, and I didn't even tell my son. I bought this BT Express album. I've already got the Shout, but I bought it because it's a promo. It's a DJ promo. And when I got home, I realized that the other Shout that I have is also a DJ promo. And I was like, God damn, dude, that's like, how the fuck did I end up with two promos of the
DJ
same fucking
promos.
album? But It's BT Express. I've got quite a bit of their shit recorded. And I thought that I had recorded this album too, but it doesn't have any songs that I'm familiar with when I listened to it earlier. So yeah, I'm gonna have to record this one and add it. I've got plenty of BT Express to upload and share with you guys.
And pretty good band.
Oh yeah.
Very good. Listenable.
There's a group of groups that I've been kind of I've fallen into buying their albums. Blackbirds is one, BT Express is one, Graham Express.
Any Sly,
of course, Sly and the Family Stone is my favorite group of all time. So anyway, we'll go ahead and play just the first song, Shout It Out, on side A, the title song to this album.
All right,
and we'll check that out. So, but yeah, there's Fantastic Four. I've got one of their albums. There's that Chic band, the Gap band, which I actually was kind of disappointed with.
we thought it was going to be a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be way
lot more
funkier.
different.
But it is just one of their albums. It's not representative of their entire work. So,
Which one you say you want to do?
just the first song on side A is fine. Which, according to the back here, it says Shout It Out.
Yeah, I was looking on side B for a minute.
All right. I have a TK Disco Christmas album, Equally Horrible. Dude, yeah, I've got a whole stack of discs over here. We started collecting this one group called Spanky and the Gang.
Oh, it's so.
It's a comedic.
Okay.
It's a comedic. I guess folk band from the early '60s.
It's fucking terribly good.
It's so bad, and
It's
we
so
promised
bad,
we
it's
were going to
good.
get into their albums. We will. When I get to a week that I can't afford to buy any albums and show off, we'll probably start doing streams like that where we go through. No, we're actually in
We're in
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
We're in central U.S. So, yeah, I'm actually a new vinyl head, to be honest. If you wouldn't be able to tell from my collection because I've got quite a bit already, but my son only got me into vinyls, 3-4 months ago max.
For
Something
me,
like that.
I knew that you really loved listening to music, and the last thing I wanted was for you to be listening to digitally compressed music for the rest of your life, and I kind of wanted to bring you into this to show you just how good hi-fi can sound.
And let me tell you, I used to listen to records as a kid, and I used to play with my dad's record player, and anybody's record player that I was around when I was a kid, I was fucking with it, and probably fucking it up. I was always fucking with people's electronics whenever I could, and so initially it just kind of took me back to those days when I was a kid, back in the 70s and shit. But honestly, that first couple weeks when we started collecting Muscle Shoals records in particular, I was literally having like spiritual experiences listening to this music.
We still do
Like,
finding a good album every
yeah,
once in a while.
it was intense, and I really understood what connecting and the feel of the connection with that actual recording actually felt like. You know what I mean? And I'd always been all about the technological advances. I was happy from because I still got all my old cassette tapes from when I was a kid. I was happy when they switched to CD, and then when the CD started skipping, I was happy that they switched to MP3. You could fit, all this music on one little fucking stick or whatever the case. And I just realized over time how disconnected from the actual music I was becoming, even though I had thousands of songs at my disposal. You know what I mean? And to have, this whole fucking tank load, 5,000-6,000 songs available at my choice, and how disconnected from the actual music I was becoming, it it was very strange to come to grips with that and to feel the difference. So yeah, well, I told my son we've been buying other equipment too. We're gonna put together a funk band. We're
I've
working
been
on it.
practicing music for around my entire life, give or take. And I am a music production and music performance student. And so we're trying to take that knowledge and kind of make music what it once was, along with bringing in the modern tone. That's kind of the idea.
So anyway, long story short, I collected quite a bit of the Muscle Shoals recordings, and still, seeking out those. I've still got a long list of recordings that I'm looking for, and finding a home back in the funk from the 60s and 70s, late 60s and all of the 70s for sure, some 80s.
Maybe one or two.
Finding a home in that vibe, you know what I mean? It just encapsulates, everything that I remember from childhood on, you know what I mean? And so I feel like we should bring that vibe back, and try to get people more in touch with music again.
Exactly.
So anyway,
I consider this like a vinyl radio show, for sure.
yeah, we're already at 50 minutes, so
Oh, are
we
we?
need to hurry up. We're going to play a song, Shout It Out. I like to try to keep these vinyl streams fairly short, but we still got several vinyls to talk about. So let's play Shout It Out real quick by BT Express. I probably already uploaded some of this music. I've definitely uploaded quite a bit of BT Express songs, and I've got quite a bit to go. I was telling somebody earlier, I've got over 300 songs ready for upload, and every time I get a new disc or record an old one that I already have, I've got a number more. So anyway, let's play that song real quick and get moving to the next.
Hi, Beanie.
What's up, Beanie Boy?
I think I'm gonna take him now while we play this song.
Oh yeah, he's probably wanting to go outside. That's what he's wanting. All right, we'll be right back, guys.
Shout it out. Shout it out. Oh, people, when your hero turns out to be nothing but a fake. When you feel you're gonna break, had all that you can take. Go somewhere by yourself where nobody think you hollering for help and shout it out. Well then, shout it out. 'Cause you can let it all hang out when you're by yourself. So shout it out. Whoa, people, when your friends start acting funky right in your face. When everybody's on your case, make you feel so out of place. Go somewhere by yourself where nobody think you hollering for help and shout it out. Well then, shout it out. Whoa, you can let it all hang out when you're by yourself. Yeah, shout it out. Don't have to take it out on no one else. Go on somewhere by yourself. You don't have to take it out on no one else. Go on somewhere by yourself. Whoa, people, when your troubles come down on you like the falling rain. When you feel that mental strain about to drive you insane. Hey, go somewhere by yourself where nobody think you holler for help and shout it out. Yeah, shout it 'Cause you can let it all hang out when you're by yourself. So shout, shout it out. Whoa, shout it, shout it out. Whoa, shout, 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 shout it out. 'Cause you can let it all hang out when you're by yourself. Yeah, yeah, so shout, shout it out. You're gonna feel a little better when you shout, shout it out. Yeah, 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 you're gonna feel a little better when you shout, shout it out. Got to say, you're gonna feel a little better when you shout, shout, shout it out. Oh, you're gonna feel a little better when you shout, shout, shout it out. Whoa, whoa. Shout, 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 shout it out. Oh, people, when your troubles come down on you like the falling rain, or when you feel that mental strain about to drive you insane, come on, go somewhere by yourself where nobody think you holler for help, then shout, shout it out. Whoa, shout, 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 shout it out. 'Cause you can let it all hang out when you're by yourself. So shout, shout it out. You're gonna feel a little better when you shout, shout it out. You're gonna feel a little better when you shout, shout it out. You're gonna feel a little better when you shout, shout, shout it out. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna feel a little better when you shout, shout, shout it out. Whoa, shout. Shout, shout it out.
All right. So that was BT Express with Shout It Out. I used to do that shit, man, when I lost my last job before I became a delivery driver. I used to leave that job screaming. As soon as I got in the car, got like half a block down the street, I'd be like, "Rah!" Just fucking. Excuse me. A good hit. Anyway, yeah, I just shot you a sub from my other channel. I'd say it's my main channel. I'm trying to make this my main channel. This is my oldest channel.
This is the professional channel more than anything.
So, yeah, I've had I got the other channels. I got 3 other channels, and I got a channel that YouTube took from me. That was pretty big. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate that. But we can blame the drama side of YouTube on that shit. I don't participate on that. I don't participate in the drama side of YouTube anymore. Just kind of stay out of it. Anyway, so yeah, let's go to the next album because this is actually a big expenditure for me for the week. Spent almost $60 on this thing, and it was mainly I've been wanting to get into Parliament. The price alone has kept me at bay, and the fact that it's hard to find a used original copy. So, all of them are these brand new prints and shit. But this one really kept catching my eye because of the artwork. It's a very colorful, almost like comic book feel to it. It has a lot of texture. And I was actually very surprised at how much kind of almost metalish rock and roll.
Yeah, they really
Was on
threw in
this
some
album.
different shit.
Like one of the songs is actually called what is it? Oh, it's covered up over here. Who Says We Can't Rock or something like that. But yeah, I was surprised. I actually put out a couple of their songs already from this album on this channel. Maggot Brain is the one that I'm thinking of, especially, that just had the guitar going off, dude. It was just going
You
off.
know, go ahead with that one.
No. I don't. I'm not gonna try to play any funkadelic.
Yeah, that might
'Cause-
get us bad.
I'm gonna try that another time. But I don't know. We might get a strike for that because they're really proud of their shit. George Clinton, yeah. So anyway, and unbeknownst to me, Parliament and Funkadelic are actually two different groups. That George Clinton was basically the main guy from both. So Parliament, the P-Funk, and Funkadelic apparently are two different groups. I didn't know that. I always thought Parliament and Funkadelic was the same group. But it's actually George Clinton was just a very hard-working man, apparently.
It seems like
I keyed into the comic book factor. I just kind of came to this point and I realized that I think that his generation and the following generations they're going to want to go back to the analog feel of things and actually feel the vibes and shit.
you lose a lot.
You lose so much soul when you go more into the technical aspect and the high fidelity
My
systems and
idea
shit.
for all of that is even if you're producing digitally, try to make as much of it as straight vintage as possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? Record the drums, actual drums, not EDM. You know what I mean?
I am putting out more music from this album though, here and there.
Not knocking EDM in any way because that's a whole different genre that is made to be that way.
Yeah, and
But
I'm not disappointed with that album. Like I said, I will buy more Funkadelic, and I'll check out Parliament too. But they're the prices for their albums are just ridiculous. It's hard to find one at a decent price. So
yeah, in
unless you buy just a
genuinely-
subpar pressing, and then you're gonna deal with pops and maybe warpage and fucking all the bullshit. So anyway, that leads me to this next album, which I have also put out a couple of songs from, maybe one at least, and that's Freddie Gibbs. You Only Live Twice.
different feel from that first album that we got from him,
Yeah, it's different.
but not in like a bad way at all. It's just harder to get into at the start.
There's two songs that hit me, and I think I've already uploaded both, and that's Amnesia and Andrea. I would say that if I haven't uploaded both, they'll both be uploaded, and I think Phone Lit was good too. Dude, Freddie Gibbs just has this kind of 1970s vibe, like another era vibe to him. And sound, he just sounds like he's from a past era. You know what I mean? Even though his content is very current.
Yeah,
If you listen to the words, I don't.
there's
It's just
something-
like with a lot of rap. I don't necessarily subscribe to the specific words that they're using. It's more the vibe and the sound they create by it. So play any one of Amnesia, Andrea, or Phone Lit.
Let's do Amnesia because
All right.
I'm vibing with that term as a man with memory loss.
You gotta read the background on the recording of Maggot Brain. I'll check it out for sure.
Is there any like particular video or or document that you particularly know of, DJ Play Nice?
What's up, baby boy? I already know Uncle Bubba let you out just a minute ago. You've already been let out.
My bad.
All right, so we'll be right back, you guys.
What he wants is something underneath the couch, which I told him to hang on.
You can deal with that in a minute, bud. You're all good.
That's why he's coming to bother y'all.
Yeah, he's going to clean the disc real quick. Yeah, I'll check it out. I was actually very impressed with that song, and I go back pretty much every morning. I just go to this channel and I just start selecting different songs from shit I've already uploaded, and I've created a playlist to get my day started. And I've listened to Maggot Brain several times a day since I've uploaded it. So, yeah, it's if you haven't heard Maggot Brain by Parliament Funkadelic, you'd be surprised. Or not Parliament Funkadelic, just George Clinton and Funkadelic. You'd be surprised. I was actually surprised at the vibe and the sound that came out of that album overall, because it had more of a hard rock overall feel to it than the funk vibe that I thought that I stepped into expecting. You know what I mean? And it wasn't a bad thing on any level. Go ahead and start it. Here's a little Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah. They say nigga bitch. Freaky bitch like Dominique, you know what I'm saying? Can't see it. Let's go. Quarter meal worth for Julie, nigga, lease. Also, all my haters in the police. I just put 4 bitches at 4 seats. Money made me forget I got amnesia. Quarter meal worth for Julie, nigga, lease. Also, all got haters in the police. I just put 4 bitches at 4 seats. Money made me forget I got amnesia. Hey. Quarter meal worth for Julie, niggas lease. Amen, put 20 more carats in my Jesus. I got the quarter kilo when I beat it to pieces. Fed snatch nigga up, I caught amnesia. Back to back both times. Baby mama in the skybox inside, bitch sitting courtside. I'm in H-Town, let her ride the rocket, got a bad bitch on the north side. Fuck a pack down with a vice lord on the west side of the Chi-Town, nigga. Yeah. I just see 50 chickens in a row. I just see 50 cities in a row. Back to back beans, Billy in a row. Slinging that dog sign to the row. I don't play house hoes, gotta go. Back to back Keisha Britty in a row. Slinging that dog sign to the row. Let's go. Yeah. Quarter meal worth for Julie, nigga, lease. Also, all my haters in the police. I just put 4 bitches at 4 seats. Money made me forget I got amnesia. Quarter meal worth for Julie, niggas lease. Also, all got haters in the police. I just put 4 bitches at 4 seats. Money made me forget I got amnesia. Quarter meal on the whip, bitch, ain't no leases. I just fuck 4 bitches at 4 seasons. I got a stripper bitch, took her home, beat it to pieces. Girl search a nigga phone, I called amnesia. Back to back both times. Took a bitch from the cheap seats to the nosebleeds to the court side. Told her hit the stand with young Freddie Kane on the east side, that's the dope side. Nigga bought dope, nigga sold dope on the east side, that's the dope side, nigga. Hey, I just did 50 chickens in a row. I just did 50 cities in a row. Better back being spinning in a row. Thought they hit everybody with the chopper time up and put the bitches in a row. To be a murder for 'em, leaving empty handed, make a nigga dig it out the flow. Let's go. Quarter meal worth for Julie, nigga, lease. Also, all my haters in the police. I just put 4 bitches at 4 seats. Money made me forget I got amnesia. Quarter meal worth for Julie, niggas lease. Also, all got haters in the police. I just put 4 bitches at 4 seats. Money made me forget I got amnesia. I think you been niggas in police. Money made me forget I got amnesia. Fast this nigga up, I caught amnesia. I got the quarter key number, I beat the police. Yeah, back to back both times. I did. So dope, both times. Yeah, back to back both times. So dope, both times. I did.
All right, yeah, that's some Freddie Gibbs. I'm not sure how I came across Freddie, but I liked him, dude. I downloaded a bunch of shit off YouTube, and then when I first got into buying records, his was one of the first rap albums that I found.
It was him and the fact that it was like super poker themed, super. Like,
Yeah. So anyway, we're getting dangerously close to the hour and a half mark, so I need to hurry up and get through this. This is the last album we're going to talk about, and I have uploaded, I think, 3 of these songs already.
Fucking great.
The
album.
Musical Youth. We was surprised to learn that this reggae band actually came
in
out
the
of UK. So I don't know if we think they were probably migrants, Jamaican migrants.
Very
that
much
came
not
across there
sure.
to get the record deal because I don't know how they would have faked the accents, but
Well, it's not just the accent. It feels like perfectly reggae.
Yeah.
It is exactly what you would expect.
But those that don't know, for those that don't know, Musical Youth is a United Kingdom reggae band, and the main song that they're known for is "Pass the Doochie," "Pass the Doochie" to the left hand side.
But we got one that's
I gotta correct the record that the Doochie was a plate of food. It was not a joint or a blunt as everybody wants to think. It wasn't a bunch of kids singing about smoking weed. It was a bunch of kids singing about starvation and being in line and getting a free plate of food. And you passed the Doochie to the left-hand side to make sure that everybody got a plate of food.
and then the whole Western world took it and fucking ran.
Yep. So anyway, yeah, we're going to go ahead and play one of these. And that'll be it for this week. Hopefully we'll be back next week on Wednesday when we're supposed to be doing the Vinyl Vednesday shit. But we figured if it slips into a Thursday, it'll be Thirsty Thursdays. And if we don't, we don't. You know, life happens and things occur. And you got to take care of yourselves overall before you can take care of anybody else. So yeah. Hopefully we'll be back next week, and hopefully I'll have a stack of more records to show off. And if not, and if we're wanting to stream, then we'll start going through some of the crazy collection that I've obtained in the past 2 or 3 or 4 months that I started this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to find original prints. This is an original print from 1982. And yeah. Go ahead and play any of them, whichever one you thought was the best.
For me, of course, Pass the Dutchie is the fucking single. That is the song that made it off this. But I think Heartbreaker really hits way
Heartbreaker's
better.
a good song.
Ooh.
We've been talking about Heartbreaker, and it's actually got a vibe that I felt, you know, hit harder and was a better overall song. I was surprised that they didn't get more known for that song versus Pass the Dutchie. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and play Heartbreaker, and that'll be it for this week. DJ Play Nice, appreciate your contributions, bro. And I'll be looking out for whatever you do, whatever you produce. We like to, you know, shake hands and we like to play nice as well. We've already been through it with the drama side of YouTube, and I spent way too many years dealing with that shit. So, like I said, this whole channel is we've decided we're just going to dedicate it to a funky vibe and an all-inclusive vibe, and you know, everybody that just loves music, you know, and we love the information. I'm especially a facts junkie. I like to know. I like to learn stupid shit just to be able to talk about it. You know what I mean? I like to just be able to spout shit off in conversation, and people, you know, not know that and walk away, you know, with something that, you know, may not matter, but maybe it does, right? Musical Youth. This is Heartbreaker, which, as we've agreed in this house, is the best song on the album. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you next week. Sometimes my wife and I do. She's over my shoulder here, back here working. Sometimes we do streams on the weekend. It's been quite a while since we've been.
months.
We've had a lot going on in our day to day that just kind of made us not care as much. But we may be back with that shit. I may be putting out a couple more comedy videos. You never know. It's all about inspiration, and I only kind of go off of inspiration. So cheers to DJ Play Nice, and of course NSC Lady, an old friend of ours, been around for a long time.
I love that last
And whoever by their musician dads. That sounds like something like we got going on here now. I've got a very extremely talented son that, dude, he can play pretty much every horn, and he's picked up several instruments, drums, just taught himself how to play a bunch of shit. So, but we both got ADD, and so we're trying to, get a something, some structure underneath all the creative mess that we got going on. So anyway, hopefully we'll see you back around, and those that have been lurking, those that are hate watching, much love to everybody for your contributions either way, and we'll see y'all next week maybe.
Don't cry, 'cause she leaves you. She's a heartbreaker, don't let her hurt you now. Don't cry, 'cause she leaves you. She's a heartbreaker, don't let her hurt you now. Help me if you can, 'cause I'm lonely. I need somebody, I want somebody to love. Don't cry, 'cause she leaves you. She's a heartbreaker, don't let her hurt you now. Don't cry, 'cause she leaves ya. She's all